Mahadev, one of the defenses of the BJP government is that a lot of these illegal constructions happened on your watch. And therefore, they're now having to try and demolish these buildings where people are going to court, but a lot of this actually happened on your watch. How do you respond to that, Aishwarya Mahadev?
Good evening, Rahul. I'm just glad that Mr. Bomma has blamed only this government and not Nehru or even the founder of Bangalore, Kempe Gowda himself. And you know, Rahul, I will systematically answer everything that he has spoken about, from unprecedented rains to these accusations, right? First and foremost, if these accusations were there of all these years, you know, first, you need to acknowledge that Bangalore as an IT city is basically also part of the Congress and what they allowed in the sort of development that we brought in. One. Second thing, you also from 2009, you know, you may have had 3 chief ministers and 2 mired in corruption to realize, but you did have a 5-year tenure as a BJP government to set things right. And let's talk about today, Rahul, and now they talk about, you know, everything to do with Mr. Siddaramaya's regime. And if you are a government of a difference, you know, even acceding to your point that we may have been wrong, you have had 3 entire years of a double engine sarkar to set things right, and you did nothing. Now, the second part of this, Rahul, is that, you know, he spoke about unprecedented rains 100 years ago. And, you know, unfortunately, back then, they didn't have the Met department as advanced as it is now. 2 months ago, the state was given a very severe alert saying, you know, in August, September, you're going to see massive rains and possibility of inundation. And the inclement weather is going to continue for a while. And this was not for them to just sit and pray to. This was for them to be prepared. Their lack of preparedness is appalling. And they want to talk about what has happened over 20 years. Yes, there's a lot that can be spoken about the unscientific growth of my city, Rahul. But the fact remains that when they had clear alerts, when they had clear information, what on earth were they doing? I'll tell you what they were doing. They were too busy about loudspeakers, what people wear, what people eat. And that was the only
Rahul,
agenda.
I think we are deviating.
We're not deviating. You had a clear warning. What did you do about
answer to the point as to why approvals were given?
The department told you what had happened.
May the viewers also know as to why approvals
No,
were
but this
given.
is an important question. Madhu Rao, we can quibble about what happened in the past. Aishwarya Mahadev asks, given the kind of detailing that is now available through the Met department, a lot of this was anticipated. You didn't prepare the citizens of Bengaluru better. They should have known that trouble of this scale was coming. They should have been better prepared for it. That's the least you could have done.
I will answer that. First of all, I think it's not right on the Congress spokesperson's part to say that we were busy in hijab and all, because they were not our issues. They were taken by they were to the High Court by some third party. So let's not talk about that. Point number 1. Now, point number 2. Yes, the Met department had given the information, but the point is, it was never to this extent we thought, Rahul. Okay, fair enough. Even if you were to think like that, you mean to say that we should demolish all the buildings right away like that? What alternatives do we have for having done so much of holla galla in the last 20, 30 years? You expect us to be corrected within a day, within 2 months? Does it make sense? Does it make sense to the Congress? I am asking you one question. Now you have given a lot of permissions. The Rajakalways have come lesser. There is no interlinking of lakes. You mean to say that was done by BJP? Come on, let's not take pot shots on this. That's why I told you in the beginning, I do not want to talk like a politician or representing a political party. My only submission is this: there has to be a critical, important steps to be taken, and we are telling.
No, one second, Madhu Rao, I don't understand why you don't want to talk like a politician. You are a politician. You jolly well answer for what's happening on your watch. Very comfortably today, you're saying you don't want to act and think like and talk like a politician. Sir, why not? You are responsible for ensuring that infrastructure in Bengaluru is able to deal with what nature throws at it. Climate change is a reality. You can't say today, I don't want to talk like a politician. Why not? Then why are you here? You are responsible for part of the mess that we are dealing with.
Rahul, I told I do not want to take pot shots at the starting itself, but having said that, we never want to get away from the situation or running away from the situation. We are telling you that we have taken steps to demolish some of the buildings which are built under the buffer zone of 70 meters. I think Ms. Ramchandra sir also would accept. Why was this action not taken by the Congress government? Had it been taken that point of time, we would have not been in such a situation. Can they answer this, by the way?